Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a cherry on top YouTube hop today. If you're familiar, the design team does a hop towards the beginning of the month, every month. And I actually love these hops because honestly, I get the most interaction because if you recall, if you do the hop all the way through, you have a chance to win a $25 gift card to a cherry on top if you leave a comment on everyone's video. So many people always comment on these videos, which is great. And I get to interact with everyone on what I'm doing. For today's the theme. And so every month has a theme. The theme for February is everyday life or everyday moment, something like that. And I had two thoughts on two things to kind of consider, and we're going to do one versus the other, but I just wanted to explain them both really briefly to you so that you can have an idea of the kind of other memory keeping, if you're not familiar with my channel, that I do here on my channel. So the first that I had was, because I'm a little behind, I have done a Heidi Swap chapters insert for my daughter for each school year thus far. So she's only in first grade. This is the current one. I've done it for pre-K, I've done it for kindergarten, and now I'm doing it for first grade. And I always do the Heidi Swap storyline chapters. If you're familiar with this line, they come and they fit into binders that you put with little dowels. And these inserts are just stories strictly about her and like milestones she hits during school. So in the past, we always have like the first day of school and last day of school photos of school portraits, things like that. But then I talk about maybe if she did a field trip, I talk about like the book fair, anything I volunteer for, things like that. And because I'm behind on her first grade insert, I had made a list of the stories that I wanted to tell still, like in order, so that I could keep it kind of similar to the previous years. And where's my little list? Anyways, I have a list, but like I said, I am behind on this project, but I will catch up. So please subscribe if you want to see me catch up. And of course, I can't find the list. Maybe it's in the sheets. So pictures are printed, and here's my ongoing list so far. So for instance, I've done like her current movies. That I have a denim jacket project to do every year. She had a tooth extracted, hairstyles, her teacher. We had to change teachers, grandparent night, book fair. And so this is where I'm at. Hurricane Milton, volunteering. I didn't do anything for her Halloween. So her trunk or treat event at school, her school portrait, her turkey project, and then talking about her birthday and then Christmas and stuff. So like, since I'm so behind on here, I have to do a Halloween story. I have to do certain stories. And I just thought that was going too far back for everyday moments. But just so you know, these videos and the catch up on this will come to my channel so that I can get caught up and be current. And I will leave the playlist to my previous ones down below for you so that you can kind of have a glimpse on how I document my daughter's school year. But a new project that I'm doing in here, and it's not really a new project. I just wanted to create a healthy daily journaling habit this year. With that being said, I had picked up, I have one over here too. It's an Layle and Oak daily planner, okay? I got the undated one because I didn't want the pressure of doing it daily because I might suck at it, because the times I've done daily journaling in the past, crashed and burned. I have a book cover on it that's like a little like scrunchy one, because it's a beige covering, and just like this one I just have, this is my gratitude journal. So the cover was getting a little dirty because with this project so far, and I will show you a little bit, I'm digging into my stamps a lot. And so we're going to get caught up on here. So I'm filming this. This is currently Tuesday. So I have the weekend pages, a day per page, so Saturday and Sunday, and then the Monday to kind of journal with. And this project has been great because I am using a lot of my stamps. So this is how I started, and it's been fun so far. Like I said, I got the undated, so the pressure of doing it daily wasn't there, but this is the most journaling I've done in a long time. And I do stamping, I include stickers, I'm writing, and it's been fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a lot of fun. And I'm able to do in the news. These are just, again, that's the whole thing why I thought, I'm like, oh, perfect, everyday moments. These are just everyday moments in my life. And some of my journaling isn't all complete yet, meaning that I've done the stamping, but I just still haven't told the story, because for some of it, for like instance here, I just know what I wanted to talk about that day, because I hit a milestone on this day with some weight loss. And then I put Snuggles over here because I wanted to talk about my daughter, and my dogs are still sleeping. They climb into bed with me at night before I have to, help her fall asleep. We went on a cruise, so I did a lot of pictures. So this project has taken over what I used to do in my happy planner. So I used to do memory keeping in a planner. And now I've been doing this one. So you can see a combination of, I date, I stamp with letters, I'm busting into them, I'm playing with stickers. And this is where I'm up to. I packed up Christmas recently. And so then here we are. So I also have been doing like kind of photo collages. So we'll be talking about, we went to the local fair. So a day at the fair. And then this will be Sunday Fun Day. And so what I've just done is taken out a bunch of stamps that I have in my stash. And so usually I use these stamps for all of my mixed media projects, which you do see on my channel. But I want to stretch the use of my stamps that I have, especially a good alpha and some ones that I haven't. Oh no, I did play. I'm like, I know I didn't play with this yet. I have played with it. Some stamps that I haven't played with enough, and this one too, I only played with it a little bit, but to do a design and then do journaling is something that is easily done. I include some pictures when I can, and I even brought over the Chamel Reason to Smile. These are those papery packs. I just liked it because there were some like little ice cream cones and balloons I could use on this for the ephemera for the day at the fair. Because since it's like a daily practice, granted I am behind, like I said, don't hold me to the daily part. It will force me to use my stamps and have like at least 5 to 10 minutes of creativity when I feel like I'm in a creative slump. So it's been really good. What I also like, and you don't have to use an Hemlock and Oak. I've used Hobonichis in the past. I've done Archer and Olive. And even so, a Cherry on Top offers some of these simple traveler's notebooks that I have. I haven't used this one. And you could just get one insert and try to do it for a month. However many pages this is, could be a good challenge for you. These are some, and the size too, they offer a Cherry on Top. So this one is like the A5 size to give it a try. And this is the Traveler's Notebook. I believe these are like the P13 brand. So I do have these, and that's also a good use. I keep on my desk for this project just the paper pads, other sticker books that I know I haven't, used a lot of. So this just kind of sits in an effort to use some of the things that I have been having, collecting dust on my desk, right? That's the whole point, is to use what we have and not let it sit. So take out your old sticker books that you haven't been using. I even have a few of look, this is an old, not old, probably a happy planner. I even have on my desk, look at this old one, the Maggie Holmes. You remember when these, this is Hobby Lobby, but we know these ones, and I've barely used it. So I just have them on my desk. Here's the Paige Evans ones too. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to make an effort to use some of these because they be collecting dust. So for an everyday moment practice, I think having a little bit of a daily journal is good. And last note before we get started, I printed these. This is 4x6 sticker paper, believe it or not. And I want to say, it says Digital Label. The brand was Cola. I will leave it hopefully linked down below as well. This fits in my Epson 400 PictureMate printer so that I can do my little photo collages. And that's all I've been doing when I wanted to add photos. Like you've seen here, this is that sticker paper. And then these are just stickers from these sticker books. And then a lot of just lettering, a lot of busting out the alphas, some sticker. Yeah. And at least it keeps me documenting something of the day, And that's why some of it has just been a theme, which is why some of those ones with the big titles, it was just the theme. I was like, oh yeah, I got to talk about this today. So that way I forgot. So I stamped it, but then never journaled. But you get what I'm saying. So even here, I just, packing up Christmas. That was a big ordeal. So enough chit-chatting. Let's get started. Okay, so this is your invitation to go through your stash and take out 1 or 2 stamps that you have not played with yet. I know we are all guilty of buying more than we can actually use, and we need to encourage ourselves to use what we have. I know it's a bad habit that obviously I buy more than I can create within a month. And so that means taking out some of these delicious, gorgeous stamps that we buy from Dina Wakley and Tim Holtz and Dilutions and use them in a new way that, for instance, this is not an art journal page, and that is traditionally what I've used this alpha for because I keep it in my Tim Holtz and out mixed media stuff. But Stamping a title out that's fun and colorful is a great way to use them. I'm using oxide inks, which works really good on this paperweight. This paperweight is similar to like an Archer and Olive. It's a little bit thicker than, you know, it's not Tomo River paper. It's not see-through. I don't know if I've tried any archival ink on it, but for the, you know, you can stamp on this paper. And using this paper repack. So like this one, for instance, is from Chamel, Reasons to Smile, and she's coming out with a new collection. And I know I already have it in my cart to pre-order, but I haven't finished this one. And I just want to be better at using it. And so instead of having my Chamel paper repack sit there, you know, I'm having it on my desk so that I can thumb through it a little bit more. You know, for this journal, even if I don't add a photo, adding a few of these stickers and a title could have been just well, or even if it's just a cluster of these little ephemera bits in the corner, can just get some of it used. And that is, for me, the whole purpose of having, you know, a daily project. This is the most journaling I've ever done consistently in my life, so it's not daily per se. But it's frequent, you know, it's frequent. And it's giving me a chance, as you saw, to use some of the stamps that I have not looked twice at yet. And I keep them on my desk a little bit longer. That way I can, you know, put a stamp in the corner or something like that. And even all those sticker books, because I know we have plenty of stickers. We're all guilty of collecting them. Or even like the 12 by 12 sheets from our Simple Stories collection. Like there are always the ones that are left behind. And so a journal like this is easy to plunk them on your page. The, you know, the random character that might not go with any of your scrapbooking projects, and just throw them in your journal. So that's my, you know, total invitation right now and encouragement is to use what you have in a journal practice. And it takes some time. Like even for me, you saw I'm not doing it every day, but I'm doing it often enough where I feel very good about taking it on so far. So even this alpha, this one's a Dina Wakley one. I think I've only used it so far in mixed media pages, but this is using them in another light to get them used in my journal, because I much rather love looking at my, you know, products used in this journal. And think about it, what a long goal if in fact I get through the year, and I do every single day, to have so much of my product used in this notebook alone. So that's really the goal. Right now you're just seeing me because if you are familiar with these come inserted into it, and it's such a pain in the butt to reinsert each of these stamps into the little nook that it comes out from, that I just took it off the outline. Copy me, don't copy me. I just felt I can use it way easier now. I don't have to like nuzzle it in there. And then these Dina Wakley ones, these are kind of like her outline loose figure stamps. I love them. I've only used them in my art journal, but here I am just doing it in a light gray so that they kind of go to the back of the page and just have an image, because I can either put my journaling on, you know, just around it or through it, and that's okay as well. So then this is today where I'm scrolling, you know, filming this, and there's so many things going on in the world, and we're not getting into that, but I thought about stamping out the word maybe overwhelmed or anxiety. But for me, I think all of it stems from me doom scrolling right now. So doom scrolling is what I'll stamp out next, just so that these two pages not necessarily are going to have the same journaling on them, but you can see that I'm using the same color, you know, the same stamp ink pads across both, because at least they complement each other whenever I, you know, kind of flip through that. They don't have to do that. This is just me having, you know, designated time to film this video and have some fun and show you using some mixed media stamps into a daily journal, and that it is all doable. And I want to encourage you, an invitation for you to start journaling on a regular basis, and you'd be surprised how uplifting this journal can be for you. My darling, so I finished the journaling for these 2 pages, and I will do the journaling for the other 2 pages once I stop filming for this video. So I'm filming, it's Tuesday here, so I'll have my last thoughts. And me and just doom scrolling is what I've been doing for the last few weeks, and I need to stop. So that was really like I said, a title just for the day. I just want to encourage you, you know, the point of, I guess, my project for everyday moments. If you have not started a habit of daily journaling, I really encourage you to. I am no professional, you know, I'm trying to start this habit, but for the month of January, for this much journaling to be completed is far beyond as much as I ever done in my life previous to college, because I think in college I used to journal quite regularly because I wasn't scrapbooking. But it's therapeutic for a little bit of creativity every day. And as I've shown you, to take out some of your mixed media, your previous stash of stamps, and just use them a little bit more intentionally for fun. And look, for me, as you can see, I have taken up a lot of this journaling space to make the page less intimidating with photos, with big text, with the journaling images. I will write here, but if I need the space, I'm okay writing over these images as well. You know what I mean? So it takes away some of that initial anxiety of like, wow, I have a whole A5 page to fill. But if you have some decorations, and me, this was just playing too, previous stamp from Tim Holtz that I hadn't played with yet, and it was sitting on my floor still. And I was like, let me just stamp that. And it was snowing, snowing in Florida that day. So like I said, yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. I will leave it at that. I hope you're enjoying all of the inspiration from the rest of the design team. We are all showing how we document everyday life or everyday moments. And for me, I have a daily journal. You don't need this in case you just have like an Archer and Olive or a journal that I have. I know I always collect them too when I go to like TJ Maxx and stuff. Like there are just other ones. Like, for instance, this one is a moleskin that I have that I picked up at TJ Maxx for $8. And that could be your journal ready to go. And you don't have to do the decorative part. You can just write. And some days I may not do any decorative part. Like if something happens tomorrow and I just need to get my thoughts down because something made me mad, say, or something made me irritated or cry, because I am doom scrolling on the news, it'll just be a straight body of text. So you don't feel pressure to decorate it. For me, I'm just decorating it to take up some of that space, to take some of the fear of starting it off of my plate. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. Please follow along. I'll leave the list of everyone to follow down below. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Give this video a thumbs up. I always appreciate it. And until next time, everyone, bye.